one position where City didn't strengthen in the winter window is at right back. In fact, they're a man light now because of Kyle Walker leaving on loan to AC Milan with an option to buy. You mentioned Cambiasso there of Juventus being linked with
Yeah.
City. Do you think City should have pushed for a new right back such as Cambiasso in January because of Walker leaving?
Yeah, I understand why not though. There's some rumours this morning actually that the deal was sort of agreed, but for a summer fee where obviously there's a January tax on these things, not literally, but clubs have got every right to ask for an extra 10 million if you're going to try and take a player mid-season that they can't replace. I get that. It's a seller's market, not a buyer's market in January. So I think City probably will go and get that done. And I think for now they'll probably sit there and go, look, Nunes has been a makeshift right back. I don't think he's ever going to be a long term right back for City because he can't really defend. It's not his fault, but he can't. But they'll probably say, well, he's there and he's doing okay. He's probably doing slightly better than Kyle Walker was doing, who had a torrid start to the season. They've got Rico Lewis who can play there, of course. And they'll probably look at the idea of Kusanov or Vito Reis, probably particularly Kusanov, playing a little bit more. And if he starts to adapt a little bit and have some minutes here and there, and if John Stones returns and Diaz returns, don't be surprised to see Stones or Akanji out wide as well. Of course, in the treble season, we saw a lot of that, particularly with Akanji. He was out wide a lot. You started in the Champions League finals, a right back until Kyle Walker came on. So yeah, I feel we'll see that. I think they'll probably go. We've added two centre backs. We've got Simpson Pusey who can play there as well. We've got Rico Lewis, Oscar Vardiol, Ake, Diaz, Stones, Akanji. We've probably just got about enough right now. We do need a senior right back. I don't think Rico Lewis he's quite ready yet. If he ever will be with his physicality, I don't know. Cracking technical footballer, but I don't know if he's ready to be a starting right back yet. He just isn't actually. Nunes probably, well, he isn't the quality either, and he's not comfortable there defensively. So we need a right back. We can just about plug some gaps now. It's going to cost us here and there, but I understand why they couldn't get it done in January.
Yeah, and of course the only natural right back at City is Rico Lewis, but in recent weeks it's been Nunes, as you said there, who's been playing a lot more at right back in recent weeks for Guardiola's side. As much as Nunes is trying his best to play in that position as a makeshift right back, plenty of times he's caught out and maybe just lacked that defensive
Yeah.
nous in those certain situations. So, do you think City can actually achieve what they want to achieve with Nunes if he's going to play regularly at right back for the second half of this season?
What City usually want to achieve, no. But what we want to achieve this season, which is top four now, we're realistic with our expectations. Yeah, probably. And once again, I do think the second that we get fit centre backs, I think he won't be in the team anyway. I think Akanji will get stint out on right back anyway. Or maybe Guardiola looks at Kusanov, this physical, bullish, strong, lightning quick young lad, and goes, "Is that a Project Kyle Walker in the making there?" Because there's physical similarities. He's got that shoulder barge down to a T, so he'll do something. Maybe Nunes just gets better and plays there longer. But we can't win the league with Nunes at right back, or we can't win the Champions League. And I dread to see what not Milan, sorry, Madrid will do to our back line with Vinicius Junior. Yeah, he'll have fun against Nunes, sadly. But I think we can get the top four if everyone else is, if Nico Gonzalez makes an impact, if Momo starts to score some goals, if one of those young centre backs starts to fit in a little bit more, and we find better balance, I think we should be able to just about achieve that. And this is a season where we very quickly had to reassess our aims and goals because the previous targets just don't seem attainable anymore. And I think that's something I've accepted a long time ago.
Yeah, and I agree with you on the Kanji point. I think he's a great option to play at right back if Nunes experiment, if you like, doesn't quite work out in the coming weeks and Guardiola doesn't fancy Lewis. I wonder if Akanji could actually start like at right back against Real Madrid next week. If that's sort of depending on if Diaz and Aki or at least one of those returns to full fitness for that
When are they
game.
back? Do you know? I don't. I can't remember.
Well, I'm not sure. I think Guardiola's got his press conference on Friday, hasn't he, ahead of the
Yeah.
Ori game. But yeah, I think if Diaz or Akanji is fit enough to start, and you've got John Stones hopefully available as well, you might consider putting Akanji at right back, and I think a lot of City fans would be more confident if Akanji was there over
Yeah.
Nunes for that big game.
Yeah, his form hasn't been great at Kanji. He's making a lot of mistakes at the moment, but still, even bearing that in mind, I'd much rather Kanji at right back. He's got the experience. He's been there. He's done it. Literally done it in a treble winning season, playing at right back. So, I would be way more comfortable with that scenario because once again, Nunes is fast, but you cannot defend. He has no defensive instincts at all. So yeah, I think if those guys are available, look, if Diaz is available, I don't know if he will be, but if he does, or Ake, this makes a world of difference to this Manchester City side. So fingers crossed.